Oh my god. Did you have something to say, Malsanz?
Oh, I was just going to say that this super obscenely picturesque moment feels like it could very well be a bait switch, and Anton's about to wake up in about 20 seconds.
I'm more believing that this is real, but he's gonna have to learn that happiness has a cost.
See, I'm kind of on the fence either way about it because the missing person was mentioned, which I believe does give it a lot of verisimilitude in this particular setting. But yeah, I do believe that the happy bubble will pop very quickly.
Yeah. Besides, I believe this is Act 4, so we have a whole Chapter 5 where things can go bad, but also look at that little thing right there. Look at you or her.
Princess?
Yeah, Zholka.
Princess.
Look at her. She's just so happy.
Куда?
Where? Olga even loosened her grip on the stray.
Неужели в Макдональдс?
Oh my god.
Hold on, reverse, hold on, backlog, where's my backlog?
Скажешь, что же?
No. Wrong button. There we go. Which means you should...
Так что готовьтесь. На
I can
следующей
click on the
неделе нас
backlog.
всех ждет семейное путешествие.
Could I have done that this entire time? Could I have done that this entire time?
Could you? Could you?
Anyway, so family trip, heart started beating fast. Well, where? And then Olya is like, are we going?
Olya just fucking drops the dog.
Because she thinks they're having like a family vacation to McDonald's.
McDonald's?
Oh my fucking...
Well, he didn't say trip. He didn't say vacation. He said trip.
Oh my fucking god. Oh my god, you know what? Hang on. I need to Google something real quick. Man, okay, yeah, so I'm sorry, I had to Google it, but for those of you that are 90s kids / like, you know, people who are old enough to remember it, I had to check real quick when McDonald's started selling that TV show. You know, the fucking Adventures in Ronald McDonald Land or whatever. God. Because I was like, okay, maybe if they're going to McDonald's and they're going to buy a new VHS tape for Olya, this might make sense. But the problem is that's a little too late in the 90s for where I think we are in the timeline.
Not gonna lie, I don't remember that at all. And I'm a little bit older than you. So.
I remember it specifically because my grandma was really good about collecting kids' movies VHS tapes. So like all the kids' Touchstone movies, all the kids' Disney movies before they went into the vault, and when they were still doing the vault, that is.
I mean, they are still doing the vault.
Well, you know, if buying isn't owning and all that, but what I'm getting at is my grandma was good about that, and when I saw that, I was like, hey, can I watch that? And as soon as she heard me watch it for like the third time, she was like, all right, so every one of these I can get my hands on we're gonna get it, basically. Because, yeah. And I remember there was this one where, like, aliens invaded, and they had to, like, summon a weird monster thing called I Am Hungry, and I just specifically remember, I am hungry! Woo! Like, the sound he made.
I am hungry!
And there was also, like, a weird, like, spooky haunted house one with the Scooby-Dooby doors and all that. And there was also supposed to be one about, like, the origins of Grimace.
Скажешь тоже, Оль.
I'm sorry. Just we're going on a family trip to McDonald's. I feel like there's a not insignificant amount of Russian leaders, past and present, that are just like spinning at that thought that a small Russian girl immediately got excited for McDonald's. Come on, Olya.
Бери выше. Мы давно уже планировали эту поездку, да все не получалось.
Aim higher. We've always been planning this trip for a long time, but something always messed it up.
Вы уж простите нас, ребятки.
We're so sorry about that, kids. Mom wiped away a tear with her fist.
Да ладно тебе, Карин. Все в прошлом.
It's okay, Karina. Now it's all in the past.
В
This
общем,
must have been some
собирайтесь.
hell of a
А,
goddamn
летим в
promotion.
Диснейленд!
Yeah. Like, fucking Christ. I'm still running with the idea that Dad is actually an accountant with the mob. So, I'm just... Anyway, gather your things. We're flying to Disneyland. My sister and I jumped up to the ceiling with joy. The dog also got excited from that passionate speech and joined us. Yay!
Have they considered what they're going to do about the dog? Because I'm sure they are not flying the dog to Disneyland.
It's the 90s. Can they still smoke on airplanes?
Anyway, hooray!
Right.
Disneyленд!
Disneyland! Oh my god. Ah. Yeah, stop. Our jubilant screams filled the house, rushed through the attic and drain pipes, flew across the front yard, and sneaked into the shining white forest, taking the scary D word away with it.
And replacing it with a jubilant D word. And Disneyland.
Sir.
What?
Sir.
What?
You know what? Considering date of recording has been like the new Star Fox 64, or I'm sorry, is it 68 at this point? Fucking announcement. I'm gonna take any joy I can get. Fucking Christ. Look how
Look,
they
we're not
massacred my
upset.
boy!
We're not upset that they're remaking Star Fox again instead of making an actual sequel. We're not upset that it's probably going to cost a lot of money for a game that is effectively decades old just because they decided to make it with new polygons. We are upset because they decided that a higher pixel count means more than a higher artists give a fuck count.
It's genuinely frustrating. Like, you know what? Actually, you know what? Here, take fucking this VN right here, right now. It has a style that is pleasing. I don't see all the individual wood planks, but I see enough of them where it matters. I don't see the grain, or matter of fact, rather, I recognize that each of these fucking wood planks on the fence are just basically hatch marks almost.
Mm-hmm. And like, take for example the fact that there are only snowflakes surrounding the sources of light.
Exactly.
You don't actually see snowflakes in the rest of the screen, but we can still accept and understand that it is snowing.
So that's what bothers me, is that, okay, yeah, it's kind of cool that I can count the feathers on Falco's deformed humanoid face, because they made
And
him...
his absolute lack of fingers, hands.
So it's like, yeah, it's kind of cool, I guess, but it's like, the style sucks. I'm not gonna lie, I'm genuinely seriously, I used to get a lot of those HD, high quality, reborn, made with AI, remake of old video game, where it's like, you know, World of Warcraft, but redone with AI. That's what the Star Fox looks like to me. It looks like AI slop that somebody actually was, like, a team was paid to develop and make for commercial purposes. And that upsets me so much that I look at that and I'm like, wow, this got past quality control? You actually want me to spend money on what passes for StarCraft? Like, seriously, they look like StarCraft 1 unit frames. And yet the StarCraft 1 unit frames were kind of cool. They had a style. It was weird. It was wacky. The new Star Fox stuff just looks like it's realistic. They went for realism, but got 2/3 of the way there and went, this is a cartoon, Fox. The furries will do better than us every time we do this anyway. We can stop here. It's like, for fuck's sake, man.
You did Fox right there. He's 10 feet away.
Like, yeah, and we love his black lipstick, even though it's fucking, even though it was incredibly unexpected. The only thing we're missing is you to give Wolf O'Donnell the same treatment, but have that one tooth that's poking out just a little bit. And also, like the 15 years later story where both Wolf and Fox have now got like dad bellies. But yeah, no, like just legit, it's frustrating. It's frustrating because it's like, how did you get it right so many times before this, and now you've just gone completely off the reservation on how bad you did?
All right, listen here, kids. The moral to take away from this story is don't let AI strangers lure you into their vans with shitty AI looks so HD remakes. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Seriously. But we should probably move on because we're talking about bunnies and wolves and owls. Also, I mean, Star Fox Command was kind of cool. Anyway, Wait, was Command the DS one? I might be thinking of Star Fox
I don't
Assault.
fucking know. I don't know.
Whichever one was not the DS
game.
one. Like, whichever one was the GameCube game with the weird
I have
bugs.
never played a Star Fox game. I am purely talking about this from an artistic standpoint.
You know what? That's fair. That's fair. But moving on. I swore that I'll remember this day forever. The day when my parents finally dropped their derisive masks, and underneath them were the faces of parents we always knew and loved. Lilia Pavlovna still... Oh! Lilia Pavlovna still hadn't returned to school after... Apologies, let me silence my fucking phone. Vacuum error! Don't you fucking break that floor scrubber while I'm not there, jackasses. Anyway, Lilia Pavlovna still hadn't returned to school after Katya went missing, so today I was able to get a good night's sleep and went to school when it was already bright outside. The trail led to a snow-white plain with blackened houses in the background. They pumped out gray smoke that carried the smell of birch and pine logs. The freezing cold of the night had finally let up. It fell into slumber under the early sunlight. Ice sparkles appeared on the white caps atop the houses. I stopped, confident that nobody could spoil my good mood today. Sure about that, bud? I'm pretty sure there's exactly 2 people left that could really spoil your mood. Not even my personal tormentor, Pyatifanov, or his nasty crony, Biasha. Not even the shining knife that threatened to cut me up like a dead fish. Not even the mix of disdain and pity in Paulina's rare glances. All of that was left in the past. Forgotten, like a bad dream. All of that was gone forever. Can't tell if that was a cow or if that was just Malsanz being a little upset. Also, I noticed there's actually a canvas texture on this page. Look at that.
Yeah.
A cow let out a long moo somewhere in the distance. I fell out of my fleeting daydream and walked forward, crunching with the snow blanket under my shoes. Fluffy clouds floated above my head. I recognized the friendly shapes of animal kids in them. Oh! Suddenly a snowball landed on the back of my head. Girlish laughter that reminded me of a small ringing bell in the spring breeze tickled my ears. I turned around expecting to see her, my lovely guide into the dream world, my dear Lisa. Yet, instead of a fox girl, Paulina stood on the trodden path behind me, with her faithful violin case in hand.
Опять Петров ворон считаешь?
Got your head in the clouds today again, huh, Petro?
She lunged at me with contagious laughter, locking her arms around my neck. I just stood there in awe, drowning in the sweet aroma of her perfume. Slort hat! Slort hat!
Slort hat!
The return of the Slort hat! All is well with the universe! Did something happen? She flashed me an embarrassed smile. I saw her cornflower-colored eyes gleam.
Дедушка мой, он...
My
grandpa, he...
My grandpa? No. No, not grandpa.
Yes,
снова
grandpa.
может ходить, представляешь?
He can walk again. Can you believe it?
Oh shit! Do you hear that, Malsanz? Paulina's grandpa! He's got a golden twinkle in his eye.
And with a golden twinkle, it's a dinkle dong.
В это даже сельский врач не верил, а он будто назло ему встал и пошел.
The doctor had no faith in him, but it's like he stood up and started walking just to spite him.
О, это самый счастливый день в моей жизни, Антон!
Oh, this is the happiest day of my life, Anton.
She dug her face deep into my chest, tightened her grip on my neck, as if I was more than just a friend to her. I started looking around, anxious.
Нас могут увидеть.
Paulina, someone could see us.
Из-за Пятифанова беспокоишься?
Are you worried about Piss Fanny?
Piss Fairy!
Piss Fanny.
Piss Fanny's even worse! Oh my god.
Брось ты это дело. Его и след простыл.
Then you're worried for nothing. He has not been seen for a while.
Dun, dun, dun! I cautiously parted with Paulina, trying to understand whether it was some sort of prank or the truth.
Ну ты чего, не веришь, что ли?
Wait, you don't believe me?
К нам вчера, буквально ночью, старший лейтенант Тихонов приезжал.
That officer, Lieutenant Tikhonov Paul, came to our house just last night.
Так и так, Бяша потерялся, а вместе с ним и дружок его Ромка.
He said that Biasha, along with his buddy Romka, went missing.
A group of skiers glided past us straight into the forest. Paulina leaned into my ear, sharing her whisper with me, her eyes still locked on the skiers.
Как я поняла, во всех этих исчезновениях Тихонов подозревает Пятифанова.
As far as I know, Tikhonov suspects that all the previous cases were Piss Fanny's fault.
Is this revenge for Paul?
It's good revenge, though, isn't it?
It is good revenge, because I can't fucking... Oh, God. But, I mean, aside from the obvious where, you know, where Romka was the gopnik in the straight Adidas Bliet. Like, aside from the obvious, why would Paul think it was him?
For the same reason that Anton thinks that Paul thinks it was him. Like, kids have, like, thoughts in their heads. I don't think that it's really that deep.
Да ладно.
No way.
Я сама в шоке.
I was shocked myself.
По слухам, у Ромки того. Совсем шарики за ролики заехали.
There are rumors that Romka, well, went off the deep end.
Да я, в принципе, и не удивлена.
I mean, I'm not exactly surprised to be spreading the exact same rumors that Katya once made about you.
I had to, like, fucking hold back a wheeze for that also, I swear to God. I'm gonna... Sorry, fucking, for those that may not know, I get notifications about the floor scrubber at my job, even on my days off, because that's just how the app works. And I swear to God, if I go back in there, if I go back to work and that shit's broken again, I'm gonna crash the fuck out.
Что ты имеешь в виду?
Well, what do you mean?
А ты не знал? Он из проблемной семьи.
Haven't you heard? He's from a very troubled family.
Даже думать не хочу, что творилось у них дома.
I don't even want to imagine what had been going on in their home.
But Barin had a troubled family. Romka had a troubled family.
Anton had a troubled family. Oh, wait.
Romka always seemed excessively aggressive to me, always angry at everyone without a good reason. Now the darkness that he harbored within overflowed into the outside world and led multiple small innocent souls to their demise, as well as his own. It was hard to believe.
Believing the first thing that you fucking hear.
Yeah, I don't like this. But it was hard
Even
to
though it is the same exact type of shit that people were saying about you.
But the first time I laid out my eyes on Romka, I thought that things would end this way.
Пойдем скорее, а то
No,
опоздаем.
you didn't.
Yeah, no he fucking
When the-
didn't. When did you suspect him?
Whatever. Let's move, or we're gonna be late.
Also, ignore the plot holes, haha. Paulina grabbed my hand and started running along the village road, accompanied by joyful
listen.
laughter, dragging us away from the fucking plot holes.
Just listen to the sound of my laughter. The sound of that oh so familiar laughter.
Slort hat.
Slort hat.
With every step, every laugh, and every joke, the warmth I thought I'd forgotten enveloped my heart more and more. The all-consuming feeling of falling in love came back to me. This time, for good it seemed. Also, I want to point out, as happy as he is, we're still not seeing color. Interesting, that.
He's only seen color when he was wearing the mask. Wait, no, that's a lie. He wasn't actually wearing the mask last time. My bad.
I tried letting go of Paulina's hand near the classroom entrance, embarrassed that her classmates might taunt us. But it was as if Paulina didn't care at all. She only gripped my palm even harder while opening the door. And she was right. Now that the cunning Katya, the heartless Romka, and the sneering Biasha were gone, our class looked as if it was sanitized from parasites. It became friendlier and kinder. There's a social commentary to be had in there. I didn't get looks overflowing with hatred anymore. There was nobody to spit a ball of chewed paper at me through an empty shell of a ball pen. I sat at my lonely desk when Paulina joined me. I wasn't surprised at all. She was so charming that I could call her my muse. A wave of inspiration hit me, and I couldn't help but pull out my sketchbook out of my bag. What?
I'm sorry. It's a terribly inappropriate thought. Like, it's just, she's so charming, I could call her my muse. The sound of unzipping.
Oh, no, that is, in fact, a bit unfortunate. I see what you mean. Oh, no. But okay, it's alright. He just, you know, it looks like he just whipped out his 6 inches. His pencil is 6 inches long, you know?
Jesus fucking Christ, why?
Oh god, what's he... I licked the pencil lead, my eyes glued to my model. She smiled at me again.
Что ты задумал?
What's on your mind?
Спокойствие. Работает профессионал.
No worries, a professional at work here.
A professional.
I drafted the shapes of her mesmerizing figure.
Знаешь, я часто наблюдал за тобой отсюда.
You know, I've watched you from here often. She glanced at her former desk, then fixed a strand of hair behind her ear in embarrassment.
Правда?
Really?
I outlined her cute cheeks with multiple wide lines. It was the first time I was able to grasp somebody's proportions so precisely.
Полина,
Paulina.
Что, Антон?
Yes, Anton.
She froze in place, afraid of disrupting my work with one wrong move and dispelling the magic of the moment.
наклонись, пожалуйста, сюда.
Lean here a bit more, please.
Вот так, да, хорошо.
Yes, like this. Good.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ, why?
I'm not pushing the H button. I was like, Choking from anxiousness, Paulina loosened the knot on her
Я
neckerchief.
всегда хотел тебя нарисовать.
I always wanted to draw you. Our eyes met.
О, Антон.
Oh, Anton.
My pencil slid across the paper, furiously adding the shading to her chest.
Скажи, ты согласна стать героиней моего комикса?
Say, would you like to become the main heroine in my comic?
Okay, I made a joke. They were really going for it.
Pleasant shivers ran across her body. She rolled her eyes back enraptured. Okay.
What the fuck is this face?
Yeah, I don't like this. Like, I would be fine if this were like a text-only moment, but the fact that we're actually given visuals is
And voice acting.
Yeah, this is a bit upsetting. No,
I can't.
it's fine. You don't gotta.
Долго я ждала этих слов, милый.
Oh, God. I've
Nope.
been waiting for you to ask. Darling.
The lead couldn't endure all of the tension and cracked, bursting into a million tiny pieces. I couldn't believe my eyes when I looked at the drawing. What? Okay, so because I don't think, yeah, no, this the OBS doesn't catch it. But I got a Steam achievement just then called Mr. Hyde, You Have Become a Monster. I was looking at a terrible daub?
Dob.
Daub.
I'm gonna call it a dob.
In the place where Paulina's face was just a second ago, now rested some sort of formless mess. It took me some time to realize that I was sitting alone in an empty classroom, with only the specks of dust flying in the moonlight as my company. It was dark outside. My classmates, Paulina, the feeling of euphoria, all of them were gone. Somebody wrote down a nursery rhyme on the blackboard with a piece of chalk, but some of the words were wiped out, and I could only read bits and pieces. 1, 2, bunny, meat. I was no longer smirking like an idiot. I stood up, pinched myself on the wrist. A ringing silence engulfed me. There was a taste of vomit in my mouth, and my ears buzzed like from an endless scream full of despair and horror.
Эй, кто-нибудь!
Hey! Is there anybody out there?
Is there anybody?
Shadows swarmed in the corridor. I walked past boarded up classrooms. What the fuck is that top face? What the fuck? No, we're not skating past that. What the fuck is that up on the top left? The rotten spots on the walls.
Look on the right.
The fuck? Who the fuck is you? Who the fuck are you?
I'm immediately wondering if they maybe did some sort of like a patron thing.
They
where
probably
people
did.
of a certain tier would get like an image up here.
They probably did.
Because with the wildly inconsistent art style of these people, I would imagine that would probably be the case.
God, also look, the teacher is there too. Spiders crawled under the ceiling. Lamps flickered anxiously. I stopped before the notice board stunned. Hundreds of new photos were added to those of Semyon and Katya. Black and white printouts were glued on top of each other. The horrific collage of childish faces stared at me with empty eye sockets. Unable to endure the torturing stares of those watchful, gaping holes, I ran out of the school. I crossed the front yard and reached the road where the wind was whipping up powdery snow. No people, no cars, no birds. Low clouds got stuck on chimneys. Windows that looked like they were painted over with ink. Photos of missing people enveloped lampposts and fences like paper skin, mostly kids, but some adults too. It felt like all the people who once lived in this village now became black and white ghosts in the photos with a person missing label. I dragged my feet forward along the dead street. Some houses had their windows smashed. The wind made itself at home there, wandering the rooms. Every gust made the front doors swing. Kids' coats hung from the fences. Their sleeves moved, stretched out toward me. An empty village. An empty husk. What happened here? An overthrown waste bin rumbled across the back alley. Something flashed inside the window frames of the charred village store. I ran away from its sooty facade, then heard a guttural roar coming from the well. I started walking faster, trying not to pay any mind to the darkness inside of the front yards, inside the bloody doghouses, inside the crooked shacks. The moon appeared from under the clouds. Something flew over my head in this draining silence. As if a crop duster flew from one roof to another, a huge shadow loomed over me. I rushed to the right, hoping that I wasn't noticed. A small green house in front of me was my shelter. I pushed the gate, crouched, and scampered toward the porch. I tugged at the doorknob, and the front door was open. I'm sorry, but that was kind of funny to me for some reason. Just open the door. Wow, empty house, and wheelchair. Just oh, let me sneak past you here. Yeah, I gotta get to my cribbage match. I can't take that fucking seriously. A wheelchair rolled out of the darkness, almost hitting me. Tumbled down the stairs, clanging with its wheels, and stopped near an apple tree. I followed it with round eyes, then turned my gaze inside the house again. The corridor was obscured by the dark, empty frames on the walls, glass shards on the floor.
Есть тут кто?
Is there anybody here? I heard growling in reply. Whoa, now.
Hello.
God damn. My guy, you know you can charge people to look at that. From around the corner at the end of the corridor, a furry paw appeared, and after it, a scary beast face with a pair of burning eyes. A huge, overweight beast crawled on its belly, writhing like a snake. It could barely fit inside the corridor's mouth. It squeezed forward, clawing at the floorboards. Its maws clanged like a bear trap inches away from my face. The beast got stuck. It banged its paws on the walls, spitting saliva in every direction. I turned around. I needed to get the hell out of this nightmare. A hunchback owl bigger than an average human landed near the front gate and started my way. Its beak kept on clicking. A snow pile bulged nearby, and something reminiscent of a giant shrew crawled out to the outside. I fell to my knees as if praying to these eldritch creatures. A figure draped in a dirty fox scalp crawled out of the dark hole, smiling with all its teeth. Its tail dragged after it, just a piece of vertebrae laced with torn sinews. The creature's bodies became extremely distorted. I decided I was going insane. They seemed small to me one moment, as small as a child, only to stretch higher than any of the desolate houses next. Man-eating creatures towered over me. Something kept on writhing in their stomachs as if looking for a way out. The longer they stared at me, the wider their twisted smiles, their death masks became.
Such a long feast.
The mutilated fox taxidermy mount licked its lips. Ew. Its tongue looked like a black centipede, longer than my forearm. The nasty insect ran between the razor-sharp teeth and dropped into the bottomless pit that could swallow the whole world.
Juicy meat. Как вы жрали, так и будем впредь. We devour it, and we won't stop.
There was nothing human about their speech. It was all just animalistic growls and bird-like whizzes. But I was able to understand every word, as if we were speaking the same language.
Как жаль, что ты не поспел за нами, зайчик. It's a shame you couldn't catch up with us, Bunny. Не смог укусить луну. You couldn't bite the moon. Вы объедали меня, предатели!
You want me to take this? Because I think...
You stole my food, traitors! Ты сам не захотел есть свою семью. You refused to eat your family, remember? Brute, pathetic meat, worthless meat. Ты ничтожен, братец. You are absolutely useless, brother. Меня тебя тошнит. You make me sick. Позор! Позор! Shame!
Indescribable horror gripped me when the laughing beasts held their clawed paws toward me. Then suddenly, the thing that pretended to be a fox started barking loudly.
Глупцы! Его черед нести угощение. Fools! It's time to bring the treats. Nothing. Пусть исполнит предназначение. Don't let him fulfill his mission. К завтрашней ночи ждем мясца, а иначе... We'll be waiting for some meat from you tomorrow night, or else... Иначе... Or else... Иначе... Or else... Иначе... Or else... Иначе мы съедим всю твою семью! Or else we'll eat your entire family!
The monsters formed a circle around me and started dancing. I screamed. Huge eyes, fangs, claws flashed in front of me, blurring into a string of colorful spots and smudges.
1, 2, time to play with you. 3, 4, 5, the hour will up. 6 on, and the wolf scraper will stand. 7, 8, You're losing weight.
Hawk's face protruded from the fuzzy light that the beastly carcass is turned into.
For the fox and for the bear. Bunny tasty meals prepare.
A desperate cry, my cry, rumbled across the back streets of the desolate village. I will prepare! The circle broke up, and I ran for my life. Oh god, this text is shaking. It felt like I was running into a snare trap. My head was splitting, ugly images danced inside it, colliding, falling over, getting up, and dancing again. 1, 2. They flapped their wings, poked my face with their beaks and their salivating maws. 3, 4. They howled and jumped around, and my eardrums were ready to pop, either from their screams or from the internal pressure that fractured my skull from within. 6. My winter hat obscured my vision, and it seemed like the whole sky tilted, like a roof that's about to collapse. 7, 8. Snow crumbled from the sky like plaster. I ran through the empty streets, through the icy winds, chased by a pack of beasts, yet I couldn't see anybody when I turned around. I shut my eyes and hopped away from their ritual dance that went on inside my flared-up mind. I squeezed my ears with my palms to suppress the noise. I just wanted to stop my head from cracking open. The sunrise found me deep inside the forest. Yeah, what is this? What are all these choices that I didn't get to make? What is this? What are all these fucking choices that I didn't get to fucking... What? At least it's in English. Are the rest of them in English? Okay. What? Okay, these are in English this time, so that's good. I don't know why it fucking isn't. What? I am so confused. I'm gonna assume there's a bunch of choices that have been added. Because of the updates.
Before the play Psychosis.
Yeah, I was like, what? What even? Jumping to the moon. What was the other? Oh my god. Well. Episode 5. Bunny tasty meals prepare. I'll see you all in the next episode. Have a good night, guys.
Thank